Hello everyone, Feenix here, and welcome back to another FS17 Let's Play. It's going to be a Let's Play, Let's Talk, and I'm actually recording my voice separate from the actual gameplay footage, so I have 100% focus on your guys' questions and answering your guys' questions. So, just wanted to let you guys know, if I don't react to something in the game, I'm just because I'm not in game. I'm recorded separately. But anyway, I wanted to do a Q&A video. I've actually wanted to do it 2 weeks ago, 2 Fridays ago, but you know, life has been just crazy, and I just wanted to. I promised I was going to do it, so I wanted to get it done and get it up to you guys, because you guys deserve it. First, let me say I'm doing the Q&A because we hit 40K subscribers. We're like 100 over that now. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate every single one of you. I'm staring at the post of DJ Khaled going, I appreciate you. And I do. I really do. I appreciate every single one of you guys. All of you who show up and chat and on live streams or comment the videos or even talk in Discord. You guys have built a fairly big community here, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Every single bit of it. YouTube is not giving me any reason to continue doing YouTube, but you guys have given me a reason to continue to do YouTube. So anyway, let's get into the questions. So first, I'm going to start off on the post of that I posted in the community tab. I really like the community tab. I don't utilize it as much as I should. Maybe I should change that, but I really like the setup. I think it's one of the good things that YouTube has done recently. The community tab is pretty impressive. So I'm going to start with that because that's the first place I posted, and then I'm going to take the questions from the video I posted asking for questions. And I'm pretty sure we're still going to have plenty of time left over, so I'll do some Q&As. Which a lot of these are Q&As. Some FAQs, frequently asked questions, which a lot of these are frequently asked questions. So there you go. Alright, so first comment is from Steven Jester. He said, will you ever do a face reveal? I've technically done a face reveal. I have technically done a face reveal. You guys didn't know it was me, but it's out there. So just putting that out there. But I'm not doing face reveals for very good reason, and that's my kids. My oldest daughter, I've gone to some of the problems we have with her, and a lot of things revolve around her being bullied and people bullying her for pretty much anything they can find. And she does have people in her grade, as far as a couple years back, that have found my channel. They don't know it's me, like they don't know it's her dad, but they do know of the channel. So I don't want to give them any more reason, I guess you can say. That's why I keep you know, kind of hidden. But I did say if I ever got 100K, when I got my plaque in the mail and opened it, I would do a face reveal when I opened up my plaque. So 100K. So maybe in, what's that, like 5 more years, maybe possibly, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for your question. Matthew Brown says, can you do a game warden series in GTA? I don't think we could ever do a actual game warden like dedicated video. We do have the park rangers, and we are going to incorporate that into the law enforcement stuff. The law enforcement, like the videos. Actually, I've been kicking around the idea with Tyler about doing a park ranger, a dedicated park ranger live stream somewhere in the future. So there's that, but I don't think we'll ever do like a standalone series. But thank you for your question, Matthew. Farmers of the USA says, are you looking for a dispatcher for GTA 5? We actually are. We're looking for someone who has a good quality mic. They don't have to have GTA or 5M, just a good quality mic that can show up in Discord and be available on like almost every Saturday. If you miss one, that's fine, but we want someone who's dedicated in that position to kind of take the responsibilities off Tyler, because Tyler has been doing dual role, especially in the videos. It gets kind of confusing when he's talking to himself, so it's not nothing new for him. But you know, we are looking for a dedicated dispatcher. If you were interested, we do have a application process, and I do have to do that video. I have most of the recording portion of it done. I'm going to try to get that up for next week about our server rules and how you go about applying. But thank you for your question, farmers. Andrew Flock says, what is your favorite police car in GTA 5 Reborn? My favorite car is probably the Ford Taurus, or what's it called, the Ford Police Interceptor sedan. I've just kind of taken a liking to that car. I don't know. It's just awesome. It's cool. It's really cool. Other than that, I like the Tahoes, but the Taurus is like the fastest production police car. Meaning like the ones that are actually built to be a police car, not like your Camaros and your Challengers and everything. But it actually has a twin turbo option in it, which makes it the fastest production police car. So I didn't know that going in. I just liked the look of it, and it stuck. Thank you for your question, Andrew. Well, Andrew has another question. He said, who is your favorite character in GTA 5 Reborn? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Do you mean my favorite character in GTA 5, like the main characters? Do you mean like the favorite character I've had run-ins with, or my favorite character that I've created? I guess I can just do a quick rundown of all three. As far as my favorite character in GTA 5, it's definitely Trevor. He's just the crazy madman, and his storyline never disappointed when you switch to him. So felt like Michael was he was a bit on the boring side until like Trevor showed up. Then Trevor kind of ramped up Michael's storyline, and Franklin's storyline is very, very interesting, but just not as interesting as Trevor's. So Trevor all the way. If you're talking about favorite characters I've had run-ins with, it's definitely Ricardo. Keller has done an amazing job with that Ricardo character and the many phases that he's transitioned in along the way. So he's actually, you know, he's really he's taking it on. It's just amazing. I love whenever Ricardo's involved, even when we're not setting up for a call, when we're just goofing off and he pops in that Ricardo character. I often record it just because it's always entertaining. And as far as characters I've created, my most recent character I've created is a guy by the name of Wayne Kerr, and he's turned out to be a very interesting guy. And it's like he's always trying to do good, but ends up getting arrested. So I'm really liking him. I don't know. I do. But anyway, thank you for your second question, Andrew. Two Gun Salute Cullum, is that how it's pronounced? Says, can you do a video? Can you do video doing an internet challenge? What's an internet challenge? Internet challenge. Oh, hell no. I'm not doing one of those. The cinnamon challenge, no. Hot pepper challenge, no. Patty lip dinner, no. That's a retarded. If people do them, they have no time in their lives. I'm sorry, but not me. I will never do that. Sorry, Two Gun, but thank you for your question. CW Gaming and more. What is your favorite map in FS17 and what's your favorite game to play? My favorite map in FS17 so far has been... that's hard. I really like Oregon Springs. Believe it or not, Oregon Springs was a really well done map. And, you know, a lot of the other maps that have come out, there's always been problems with them. And not saying they're not awesome. It's just Oregon Springs was a great map. Never had an issue with it. So, yeah, it's still to this day my favorite that I've played on so far. Thank you for your question, ZW. Mason Cooley says more FS17 towing. That's not a question, and no. Brandon Brzezinski, B-dubs, brand, Raisin Brand Crunch. If 5M overhauled their system, their game, what would one thing you would add or remove from the game to make better gameplay? Okay, if they overhaul their system, one thing I would like them to add, and they're really starting to do it, is they're condensing everything down to be run off the server instead of everybody having to upload their different stuff. I would love if they actually released an actual working version of ELS into 5M. That would be amazing. It seems like every ELS version we have, there's some kind of problem with it. So I would like to see that. It's never going to happen because they're like anti-ELS, but I would love it. One thing to remove would definitely be the model blocker. They said that we had problems with models, and that's why they block certain models, but never really had a problem with them. So I would like to see that removed, or give us the option to uncheck that. If we want to play with crashes, let's play with crashes, but at least let us have the damn models we like. Thank you for your question, Brandon. Steven Jester asks again, will you ever do PUBG, Call of Duty World War II games? PUBG, is that like a knockoff of PUBG? With like dogs? Like you're just a pug? Just pew pew. No. PUBG, it's a good game. I enjoy playing it. It's just so long to record, and you know, it was so many, a few of the outcasts having it. It's not really worth playing on my own for a stream. So no, doubtful. I play it, but I'll probably never do a video or stream of it. As far as Call of Duty World War II, that's always a mouthful for me. I'm trying to play through the story mode, but every time I do, the game crashes on me. So I don't know. I would really like to do the game. I haven't even done it at all. Like, I would like to experience it one time and of course record it for you guys, but it just doesn't want to work with me. I don't know. I've uninstalled the game, reinstalled it. I've verified game cache files, but every time I open it, it crashes. So here's hoping for an update, man. Thank you for your second question there, Steven. Judd asks, who's your favorite member of the posse or favorite pass call from GTA? I don't have a favorite member of the posse. I can tell you that I enjoy each of them, and you know who they are individually. It's not, there's not one of them that I'd pick over the others. Tyler's mainly like my right hand man, simply because he's been around and most vocal more than anyone, I guess you can say. That's why he pisses me off completely, but he's next day we're good, because I don't know. I don't see where the channel would be without Tyler, but you know, he's like not my favorite, especially after last week. No, he's not my favorite because I can't really pick a favorite. I mean, I enjoy all the guys equally. That didn't sound right at all. Jesus Christ. But for my favorite pass call, it was definitely the call we did where we turned Ricardo from a simple town drunk into a drug dealer. And what you guys don't see is that was, you know, there was multiple calls for you guys, but on our end it was one long call. So I think that's why I liked it so much, because we just kept adding on to it and stretching it out. And I mean, it got to the point where Killer had said something, and I was like, all right, we're gonna do this. And I didn't say that. We start setting up for the next one, and he's like, really, are we gonna do this? And that's when we made Ricardo the drug dealer, like the drug kingpin of Polito Bay, and it was absolutely hilarious. So thank you for your questions, Judd. Fletcher Heavens says, can you do a backflip? I used to on the trampoline, but that was many moon ago, so I doubt I can now. I'd probably break my neck. But thank you for your question, Fletcher. The Farmer Ben with a Farmer Will says, what's your favorite truck? He actually says, what's your favorite? and then he clarified truck. My favorite truck, if you're talking about in game or you're talking about in real life, my real life would be my truck. It's no longer around, but no, I love my truck. If I had to choose like a truck to have, it would be like a crew cab, like 96 F250 with power, like the 7.3 Power Stroke in it. I'd love to have it. I'd love to have it done up like Toby Keith's truck from Beer for My Horses. If you guys have ever seen that truck, what's he called it? He calls it like Blue Thunder or something like that. It's just a pretty truck. And yeah, but if you're talking about in game, I really like since we started doing this, or since this has happened, James from ATF's Cat Eye Chevy. It's like a 2006. I really love that truck. I love that truck in real life. It's a close second to the Power Stroke. Just saying. So that's all the questions for the community tab. So let's move over to the video and pick through these comments. Fletcher, can you do backflip? We've already answered that, dude. Thomas J. Roberts says, "Can we learn your first name?" Yeah, I've said it a lot actually. My first name's Kyle. Actually, I think it's been said quite often. Even Tyler's dropped it a couple times in stream. Of course, I ignore him because I'm so used to being called Feenix when we're recording. So if you hear someone call somebody by the name Kyle and there was no response or talking to me, I just don't pay attention when I'm doing that. Chief Romney says, glad you're better. Glad you are better and back. Why did you start doing YouTube? And thank you for doing YouTube. I have watched you for years now, and you never get old. Can't believe I'm able to play with you and all that fun stuff. Oh, heart. Can we put a heart here? I'm actually going to favor that. From 2 weeks ago, I'm going to favor it. But no, yeah. Why did you start doing YouTube? Simply because I was bored and had nothing else to do. I was in between jobs at that time, and you know, I was just applying, and the job market was so horrible back then that literally I was getting called for interviews and not getting called back, or not even called. I applied for over 100 jobs. That's not even stretching the truth. I've actually applied for over 100 jobs in the matter of like 2 years, and I got like 2 callbacks or calls, and yeah, never got called back. So the job market was horrible, and I was just doing some research, and I was like, you know, there's people that create these YouTube videos and they make money off of it, so let's give it a whirl. And I started my first channel. It was called Paracraft. I think it might actually be around. I wanted to do some paranormal videos and Minecraft videos, and well, yeah, that's that. I create Feenix Feather because I wanted something that more broader, so I wasn't looped into just Minecraft. I wanted to do a wide variety of games, and I create Feenix Feather, the Feenix Feather channel. Thank you for your questions, your question and your comment, Chief. Thank you so very much. It does mean a lot when people say stuff like that. You know, that's why we do it what we do. Keegan Fall asked, how old was your channel? My channel was created in April of 2014, so we're coming up on the 4-year anniversary of my channel. I've been doing this for 4 years. Hey crap. 4 years. Wow, 4 years in the book. I actually didn't upload my first video until August of 2014, so we're ways away from the anniversary of my first upload, but yeah, I created my channel in April of 2014. It's been 4 years. Wow. Let's see if we got any more in here. There's mixed in about my truck, which brings back memories. Farmer Sim Gamer says, what's the new truck? Honda Ridgeline. Revamped Pine says, when is the face reveal? Oh, just kidding. I know you said you won't do it. I actually said I've already answered that question. Revamped Pine. Check out the first question. And that's that from that. Cool beans. That's quick. That was quick. Let me go through some frequently asked questions that you guys have. One question is, where did I get my YouTube name? My YouTube name is actually a Harry Potter reference for those of you who are not Harry Potter fans, I'm a nerd. I've always been like a nerd. No lie. One of the things I loved about Harry Potter growing up is that I had the benefit of being the same age as Harry Potter was in the books growing up. So it's like I grew up with Harry Potter. Like throughout while I was reading the books, I legit was the same age as him. So I grew up reading Harry Potter, and I grew up with Harry Potter, which was it makes me sound even more nerdier than what I am, and I am nerdier than what I am. Anyway, sorry, but for those of you who don't know, Feenix, the core, each wand has a core, and in Harry Potter's wand, the core of his wand is a phoenix feather. So I just changed the name of Feenix, and because I wanted something unique, I didn't want to just put Phoenix feather. So there you go. Another one is when's FS901 coming back? The chapter of FS91 has been closed, and currently don't see another chapter happening anytime soon, if at all. FS91 was awesome. It was great. I loved playing it, but there was just so much chaos involved with it. A lot of people don't know how, I've said this a bunch of times, and a lot of people don't understand how chaotic it actually was, how many crashes we had, how much lag we had to deal with. Like, poor JT couldn't even come towards the end of there. He couldn't even come to the fire station with us. He had to, stage off to the side, away from the, just away from the fire station, just to play the game. If he did, his game would lock up and he'd crash. So, a lot of people didn't see what was going on behind the scenes, and we lost like half of our guys. So, it is what it is. It was awesome, but if I ever did get back into the fire roleplay stuff, it would be in GTA, which we're trying to get pieced together. They nuked us when they did the whole blacklist of certain models. Our engine stopped working, our ladder stopped working, so they just kind of like nerfed that. So we're slowly building up our models and replacing stuff to get that going again. And in my opinion, it's a lot more fun because you can actually get out. You're in your gear. You can have a fire extinguisher. It'd only be better if you could actually have a hose, which, yeah. A lot of people ask if I'm going to do Emerging YC. I would love to do Emerging YC, but ever since that one update, it just kind of wrecked it for me because I can't do anything. Like, the controls are completely different and everything. I've just lost all hope of being able to play it. Like I said, it's a great game. It had great potential, but they just kind of like threw a curveball in there for me. So who knows? I'm trying to think of any other frequently asked questions that you guys might have. Oh, one has come up here recently. Can I do more mod spotlights? And I'll end on this question. Can I do more mod spotlights? No. I do mod spotlight. Right now it's gone to like every other week. I'll have mod spotlights. Usually when Chief releases a new model, that I end up doing one. But there's really not much coming out that's worth covering, if that makes sense. There's a lot of edits coming out. Just people re-uploading the exact same mods. So right now there's really no reason for me to do mod spotlights. I don't want to just cram it full of mods that I'm not interested in. That was the way I took and spun mod spotlights to myself. To my own, put my own twist on it. That's what I should say. Guys like Daretebers is what inspired the mod spotlights for me, and I wanted to take his concept and turn it to what interests me, which was an American style mod spotlight. Features all American mods, unless the cool Ford mod came along, I'd throw it in, but I want to keep it strictly farm or American style mods. So that's where I'm at. And the other thing is I did mods that interested me, like mods that I myself would see playing with, and then I'd download them and try them out for you guys. And you know, that's how that mod spotlight came about. I mean, there's still plenty of mods coming out, but a lot of them are just, you know, like edits of what was already out there. So I don't feel like doing all those. And you know, there's people who can do every single, like there's people out there I see that do every single mod that gets uploaded to Mod Hub, and that's great. If that's what they want to do, they have time to do it. That's awesome. I think that's amazing that they actually do it and go through every single one, so you guys know what you're getting. I just don't have that kind of time, nor would I want that kind of time, because I enjoy doing other games. I've always stated that I'm not a farm sim channel. I know farm sim's what my channel is known for, but I'm not a dedicated farm sim channel like a lot of these other guys. I like playing other games. I like, you know, playing other games with my friends and doing let's plays and stuff like that. I don't want to strictly get tied down to one game, like I said before, why I passed on the idea of Paracraft, because I wanted to expand and keep my options open for whatever I want to do. If I want to do reaction videos, if I want to do vlogs, if I wanted to do paranormal videos, if I wanted to do Minecraft videos, if I wanted to do Batman videos, you know, whatever came along, I wanted to keep my options open. So I don't want to limit myself to just farm sim. So there you go. There's a Q&A for you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it. This probably will go up later on Friday, because it's going to take a lot for me to edit in all your questions, because I would like to have every one of your questions featured in the video, so you guys get your names out there and gives you guys more incentives to ask me more questions next time. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you did like the video, be sure to leave a like down below. If you guys want to see future videos, be sure to click subscribe. And as always, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching, and I will see you next time.